Heights, I'm Rihanna.
And I'm Alvin.
It's Monday, February 24th, 2014.
Congratulations to our speech team. River Heights is proud of you. This past Saturday at Ramirez Intermediate, the big speech meet was held.
5 schools showed up with huge teams, but River Heights came with a team of 10. We did very well.
Samira Carr, 7th grader, won first place in the inspirational speech category.
Isaac B., 8th grader, won first place for famous speech category.
And Helen Hu and Catherine Carmona, both 8th graders, won second place for the one-act skit category. Special thanks to our speech team coach, Mrs. LB. Great job, Colts. It's picture time again, but it's for the 8th graders.
It's a panoramic picture.
Here's the details.
The portrait day is on Wednesday, February 26th.
Be here, 8th graders. There are no makeup days for this event.
Order forms are with your 5th period teacher and cost is $16. And we've got Spirit, don't you?
Show your spirit here during Spirit Week at RHIS.
Today is Lazy Wear Day. Tomorrow's Twin Day. Dress it up, Colts.
Club 316 will be meeting in D117 today after school.
Go check it out. Our school's jazz band students will be visiting 6th graders at Harada Elementary tomorrow on Tuesday.
We'll be right back after this.
African American history dates back to the colonial period, when Africans were brought to the colonies as slaves. Yet black history was largely ignored by historians and the general public until the 20th century. At the forefront of the push to bring black history into public consciousness was a scholar and son of former slaves, Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Born in Virginia in 1875, Carter Woodson escaped poverty through education, ultimately receiving a doctorate from Harvard University in 1912. Throughout his studies, Woodson had noticed that the role of African Americans in American history was either misrepresented or missing altogether from the history books. Determined to encourage black studies and tell the stories of his people, he founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life in 1915. A year later, he began publishing the Journal of Negro History, now known as the Journal of African American History. Page by page, African Americans wrote themselves back into the history books. Encouraged by a swell of support, Woodson organized the first annual Negro History Week in 1926 for the second week of February to coincide with the birthdays of both Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. The civil rights movement of the 1960s reflected the growing pride and cultural identity among the black community. By the nation's bicentennial in 1976, African Americans were embracing their heritage and reminding America that black was beautiful. 26 years after Carter Woodson's death, Negro History Week became Black History Month as part of the bicentennial celebration. Dr. Carter Woodson left an indelible mark. His work ensured the long and rich histories of African Americans would never be forgotten. Black History Month continues his legacy. We honor the people and their achievements in celebration of the African American experience.
WCIU presents Snapshots of Black History. In his role as the greatest football player of all time, Walter Payton never ran out of bounds. He took the hit and gained extra yards. In 1999, when he was diagnosed with a rare liver disease, it changed. He faced it head on. Payton didn't use his celebrity status to move up on the donor list, but instead used it to raise organ donor awareness. That contribution continues to save lives to this day. This snapshot of Black history was brought to you by Jewel Osco and Insure One. WCIU presents Snapshots of Black History. As one of the biggest pop jazz artists of his time, Nat King Cole became the first African American to host his own network television program. Despite his popularity, no sponsors would advertise on his program, and it ceased production after little more than a year. Cole refused to perform in segregated venues and consulted with 2 presidents on civil rights issues. This snapshot of Black history was brought to you by Jewel Osco and Insure One.
And welcome back. Open house is coming up on Tuesday, March 11th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
It's a time to showcase what you've been working on in your classes and show your family see all the great things you do here at River Heights.
Bring the fam on March 11th. All right, that's all for today.
Have a great day.